Alright, fellow scrappers, I made a scrap run last night. I got a bunch of tin and a wood stove, cast iron, but I also got a little dryer here. This is a 110 dryer. It's got the 110 plug, and it's quite small. It'd be perfect for an apartment, but the thing's like 1,000 years old. It's probably energy inefficient. One of the first things I always do, that's aluminum, that's aluminum, and this scratches easily, so that sticker's aluminum. I'll be peeling that off. And inside the drum, sometimes these are stainless, but not this one. But back here, this metal ring, that's stainless, or brass or something. It's not tin. So all I really want out of this is the electric motor. But you could bring this to the scrapyard just the way it is, and they'll give you 8 cents a pound. But I want the motor out of it. So first things first is I'm going to take all these screws out. Okay, I got the back cover off, and right away I noticed there's a lot of wires in here. Some wires in there, some wires in there. This is it like shuts it off if it gets too hot. It's like a thermostat, and the same with this one. But I don't see a motor yet. We got just more tin. Older dryers like this usually have a lot of stainless in them, but I guess not. Oh, the cover just comes right off. What in the world is that? It's like a car part box. The 89 S10 good? I don't know what this guy was doing. Alright, I'm gonna take this off now and get some of these wires out. Alright, I got all the wires out. Now the back of this, I already took the screws out. This isn't stainless, but these heating elements are. And then it don't stick to the heating elements. So I'll be putting those in my stainless bucket. But these center shafts here, that's 400 grade stainless. And now look at this thing. That's not factory. It's got grind marks on a homemade bracket, and there's all kinds of some kind of sealant in there, some kind of make-a gasket, looks like. Alright, I'm going to take this off now, if I can. See if I can expose that motor. Man, this thing is so custom. It's got all the silicone around it to seal it. It's got homemade chicken wire on it. And it had cardboard right here, because I guess something was rubbing. I had cardboard so it wasn't rubbing anymore. And I found the motor, but it's way in there on the other side. So I guess I'll be taking that apart now. Sorry guys, I thought the camera was recording. I just picked it up over my head and smashed in the driveway, but I kind of missed the shot. Now all I gotta do is smash the fan off the motor. And now there's only like 1 or 2 screws holding that motor in. So now I'm going to bring it in the garage and take the motor apart. Alright, I ran into a little problem here. The motor has these welds on it, all the way around it. I already tried hitting it with a hammer a few times, and it's not going to break apart. I don't think there's any way into this. So this is going to be a electric motor, 35 cents a pound. I I got a lot of wire out of that. The wire was pretty good. And all these little things, all these little wire connectors, these are all brass. So those will be going in my brass bucket. And I still got a little stuff like this. This is the door switch. You can usually just grab it right by the brass fitting, and they usually, I don't know about this one. There, they usually break open. You get all your brass pieces that are inside of it too. People think I'm crazy, but copper's a valuable metal. Lost that one. But so isn't brass. There's brass in almost everything. There isn't much more left to take apart on this. I pretty much got it all. This is the control switch for it. There's going to be a lot of brass inside of this too. Alright, I just had to plug my camera in so my battery would charge. This right here, this is a little electric motor that would turn your dial through all your settings. So when your dryer runs, the timer will count down. So I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of copper inside of this. These usually just pry open. That little gear is brass. Get my little tiny flathead out. Plastic. It's aluminum. All these little gears are just plastic. And watch me stab myself in the hand with a screwdriver again. That's apart. Let me see if I can get that off. There's a commutator. I can call that electric motor or a copper bearing motor, but this is what I really wanted. I'm gonna have to use my hammer. Break those tabs. Got some more little brass ends here. And just like I said, 1 second. Alright, that was somebody asking me to go do another scrap pickup. I got some filing cabinets I gotta go get. But this is not copper bearing. See that? That's number 2 copper. Cut these extra wire off. Just like that, number 2 copper. And all these little fittings on the back of this, these are all brass. Like I said, you can usually just grab right onto the fitting, and the plastic usually breaks. that's it. Nothing else left in there. Alright, I'm going to put everything together and see what we got. Alright, now out of that dryer I got electric motor, 35 cents a pound. There's about 11 pounds there. There's about $4 there. This is 400 grade stainless. This is 12 cents a pound. There's about a pound there. I got some number 2 copper. I got some aluminum. I got about a quarter pound of brass. I got a few grams of number 2 copper, or a number 1 copper. And I got a whole bunch of wire. And about 50 pounds of tin. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.